Hello, my fellow princes and princesses. We are back with more Arcturian philosophy. Now, what we shall discuss today is recognizing that which is divine within you. You might notice that I dress up in some interesting looking, maybe prom gown type thing. You think of it as almost like a Halloween costume that I'm wearing. I will actually dress up like this because I just like to. We are all divine. We are all created in the image of God, if you can think of it that way, as well. Now, what you can do to start recognizing your own divinity is, well, one thing that, I'm doing is cherishing it, allowing myself to dress up in, a pretty costume, with pretty jewelry and a pretty little headpiece. I simply sit as I read, as many of the philosophers did, as like a princess in an ivory tower. Kind of like the Alamo hold up against all this darkness raging outside. But we are still all divine. We are of a divine source. We are all royal. We are all of what you'd call that royal bloodline, or we wouldn't be here. I don't think, if you just thought about it from a three-dimensional perspective, I don't think humans would be able to tolerate the living conditions, at least where I am, the way the apocalypse has affected where I live, at least the weather. Very obviously, I don't think humans would be able to be alive were we not all of a very particular caliber, you could say. But that's not the point. And when we do that, when we put a ladder there, that ruins the entire thing, and that's basically why the Arcturians decided to get so involved. They just don't really have a hierarchy, though they do for making decisions, but you could basically say that everyone is a prince or princess or king or queen, almost like Miss or Mrs., an honorable title. There's a level of respect that doesn't really exist as much, I've noticed, in any human culture. There's also a level of joy that does not exist very often in human culture, well, nowadays with what's going on, specifically right now, with everyone getting blasted with frequencies to be depressed or commit suicide or whatever. I mean, since a bunch of people didn't blow up, they have to try something else. So one of the other tactics, it seems like, is blowing frequency everywhere, because I can feel it a bit. I actually feel it impact me on my skin. It feels like waves actually hitting me. In South Africa, it was really, really, really bad, and people were murdering each other over there. And it would cause me physical pain to stand over there. And it seems like they're starting to amp that up in this area to make people suicidal or upset or depressed, or just something to feed off of the energy from the enslaved human. But what does Cryon say? What's the best way to stop this? Is to take away its source, which is the fear and anger. And remember, anger. After fear, you do have to go to anger, which they feed off of too. But after, you have to let the anger transmute. You have to let the anger expand and transform by itself. And it will simply do that if you allow that process to occur, which I've had to go through multiple times, as at least my area goes through this interesting transition. I've had to adapt in so many different ways. It's not funny to continue to stay alive. Very literally. So I've worked a bit on my website. That's Infinite Light Love. Also, I think I have my first picture sort of a blue Lyran, or picture, it looks like sort of I guess whatever Cryon is. Kind of like a person, but just a sort of blue indigo colored image. He would really like to encourage everyone who's going through the same thing. All the light workers, find your inner joy, express your inner divinity, and slowly, as we find each other, slowly we'll begin to build that that network, because as we continue to shine light into the darkness must disappear. It's not magic, it's just physics. As we continue to shine light, the darkness simply must disappear. And as we continue to transmute in that fashion, no matter what type of biology you have, so meaning people who do not consider themselves biologically human. I'm apparently not all biologically human either, so whatever. I think of myself as a human. I don't know. We all, have to go through the transmutative process, which is going to be the similar kind of process no matter what hardware you start off with. So, even if you got a few advantages to start off with, well, people like me think of them as advantages. The people like who started off with them thinking them as disadvantages. But no matter what you started off with, we all are going to have to shift along the same route. So as we go about this shift, I was listening. I heard Cryon in one channeling was saying, you know, the peace is going to emerge on Earth, or you guys are going to slowly figure it out. It's working. And I thought, yep, I know, it's working after what happened. Yeah, everything changed. Yeah, it's working. You know, people are becoming less scared by the day, especially as long I've noticed as long as I manage to stay calm. It feels like people where I live stay calm. But geez, I hate going outside here. I need to find some other star people to associate with, basically. But sadly, everybody, at least here, everybody that I've encountered so far has underwent an extremely high degree of programming. And I do remember when I had the one implant in my foot, it caused the most annoying telepathy ever. The most annoying. Oh my gosh. I could not think straight from whatever they'd put in my foot. But after a certain point, these things stop working. Now I know, given with me, what they did was not very strong, because they weren't expecting to have to use something stronger. And now, as long as I simply maintain how well I'm doing, no one can really harm me, it appears. So that's good. And hopefully with all of this, we can get some smart people together. Smart people, hello, get together, because whoops, it didn't work. I'm still alive. Damn it, she's still alive. No. And she's a princess. Oh, darn it, Reverend Mother. We need to get together. Somehow, can be here, can be like in the up wherever. I suppose too. Although, because I have to stay alive, I do stay mostly inside of my body. Some people that have been trying to kill me have to have a little sit-down chat, talk, hello, because the whole killing me thing is not going to work. No, it's not working. And just gonna have to deal with that fact, because I'm actually, doing this stuff that I'm talking about. Now, I would get that. I get told that in South Africa, and then I see people having their ibogaine made by slaves. No, it doesn't work with me. Well, Cryon says, shut up about that, Krista. That's not a good thing to think about. No, you should not be thinking about something negative like that. Just let it go. You had a fun time in South Africa, didn't you? Yes, I did. Oh wow, yeah, it was a harp nightmare. So yeah, it was fun. Um, for a person for an indigo person like me, who could sense the feeling of it on your body, it was fun. But otherwise, how things are doing, well, I have friends who aren't really friends, it seems, or who maybe are friends but are having some difficulty given their family situations. I kind of understand that. What I have to say about that is you have to break your way out. You can do it. You can do it. You have to break your way out. And you have to take the initiative. Someone can help you. Someone like me can help you. That's why a specific person I would totally not ever speak to ever again. They know who they are. I would totally not ever speak to them ever again, but Cryon says, no, Krista, no. Something's going to change, and some things are going to change, and because of you, you're going to see it, and you need to be there, and you need to do it. So I said, all right, Cryon. You're the master angelic supercomputer, you and Metatron or whatever. But I like Cryon better. I think Cryon's cool. Like Fez is cool. Cryon's cool. So what with that? That was so funny. I was like, I am so not even going to talk to said person anymore. And Cryon said, Krista, like, this is what's going on, and this is what you need to just sit there and deal with it, and it'll figure itself out. Just handle it. It's okay. It's okay. And so I said, okay, Angel, whatever, Angel. I'll do what you say. And while I, sit here, hold up in an apartment, make interesting pastel, watercolor, Lyran artwork. And also, some watercolor business cards, though I'm not sure what business to write. I know I'm darn good at doing something, because missiles do not go off and people try to assassinate me because of it. So something is going on there. But, other than that, yes, the daily life of a starseed having to live inside of the apocalypse. Oh, wow. So, all you kings, queens, princes, princesses, I miss the rest of you. I hope I could find the rest of you. I walk outside and I see some of you, and then you try to hex me, and then I say, but, oh, sad Arcturian. Oh, sad Arcturian. It's like the movie Avatar, like sad Arcturian. But we kind of know that if we just sit there, we get hit and then die. So we can't do that. So the other Arcturians out there, keep creating stuff, because we're really good at it. We're good at that. We're good at healing, and we're good at creating. So use that, and make sure to heal yourself. Make sure to heal your physical and spiritual, mental body as best you can, because that gets attacked. It appears, and so remember to use your ability on yourself. Place your hand on an area that, say, someone's done some sort of Reiki at you. Place your hand on the area and feel the light come out of this center area of your palm. I've had to do this, or I had to do this, for 17 days straight when I was imprisoned and actually lived through the whole thing. When they were trying to get my bones to break or get me to fall and have a broken bone, because they were weakening the bone or causing a minor fracture that I would have to heal with light. And I would be able to do it. I wasn't sure how I was doing it at first, but Cryon would guide me through the whole thing. And it was so funny. I kept wondering, why don't they take the book away from me? I'm getting all the information out of the book. They know I'm getting the information out of this book. Why don't they take it away from me? And the answer that I got was that he said the energy is too strong. It's too holy. They can't get near it because it's too holy. They can't touch it or write on it or do anything to it. They were writing on my books and doing all kinds of stuff. Any books or anything I tried to get in there. From my mom, who was not really my mom. That goes into reptilians that are inside of human bodies. Yeah, the person that's my mother is not really my mother. It's a reptilian inside of my mother's body. That occurred very quickly, almost overnight, with the whole August 21st, Agenda 21 thing. When that really happened, when we really didn't have nuclear war, that was when that happened. It was like, bam, overnight, where things went nuts in this town. But aside from that, I would think, yay, peace and love, awesome. I do think we are going to create a great future once we figure out what the heck we're doing with ourselves. I mean, we're kind of being stupid, hello. We're fighting amongst each other over things that just make no sense. I mean, we are all, because we are present at this moment, we are all worthy, you could say. And every soul that comes in here is coming in to this place trying to help it. No one is coming in here in sin. At least that's what it seems like. That's what it seems to be. When I was dead, what I felt was an unconditional love, and the last words I'd said were "fuck you." So, for me to experience that kind of unconditional love, says something about the source. So, none of us come here from the source trying to be, I guess, bad, you could say. At least, most of us now that are coming into what we call human bodies are star seeds that are wanting to help build up this new civilization that we have to create, where people will wear cool clothes like what I'm wearing. It's very fun. Yeah, like dress up all the time because this dress up is awesome. The dark knows that they're losing, so just remember that the more energy you give them, the more that feeds them to be able to work more. So take away the power source, like Cryon says, take away the power source, which is the fear. And it was like what he told me, what Cryon told me. I said, well, Cryon, they're doing all this stuff to me. Eventually I'm just going to die. I should just give up. And he said, no, Krista, what's going to happen is they're going to do all this to you. You're going to not die through it. You're going to be close. You're going to seem almost dead, but you're going to not die. And they're going to be so frustrated that they give up. And that's exactly what happened. That's no shit. That is exactly what happened. Crown told me that was what would happen when I was imprisoned. He told me that was what was going to happen the whole time, and he told me Survivor, outwit, outstand, outlast. It's like Survivor. This is like playing the game Survivor, outwit, outstand, outlast, and you're going to win, but you have to keep your head in the game. They think of this as a game, and Cryon's just saying knew a lot about how they thought, so he was able to help me quite a bit with that. I won't talk about that. But with that now, he said, it's the same sort of thing. Now you've gotten to even higher puppet masters who think they're so wicked, awesome, cool, and they're going to do what they're trying to do to you. They're going to try for longer. They're going to be more persistent, and they're much smarter, as you've noticed, but eventually, Krista, no, they're going to give up too. They know they cannot stop the light. The light is expanding in a way that he said what you started, what you began on that day, on August 20th, created a shift which could not be changed. The beginning of a mathematical equation or something like the beginning of a fractal that expands out, that it's almost like something that warped time, something which could not be stopped. And he said, that's why I'm with you like this, because you need to be protected, that you need somebody around you like this, you need angels with you like this, because we need you on the planet. You're like the planetary anchor. We need you physically alive on the planet in order to do this stuff, to have the go-ahead to do it, or else we won't do it. You have to be, fully Earthling to say, okay, hi, weird god thing, interfere and do this, or realize that you are the god thing, or that you worked with the god thing in some sort of past life. Like, that's also something Cryon mentioned to me, that's part of why that he started talking to me as soon as I picked up his book, because like the guy that channels him, I apparently also worked with him. And in the first Cryon book, he talks about how he talks to lots of people at the same time, so it's not unusual for Cryon to talk to many different people at once. If you look around, you'll probably find other people
who have talked to Kron, because Kron is a very happy lover of humanity. He loves humans and he loves magnets. Yes, his magnetic service. He loves his magnets. I believe as we enter this beautiful new age, we will continue to learn and grow. And after this, I'll show you whatever my interesting Lyran artwork turns out to be. So, thank you for watching more of my interesting life here as an Arcturian, a lone Arcturian philosopher. Blessings to you all. Namaste.